Right, good morning. It's Saturday morning and there's something I wanted to talk about, which I've been advised in the past, Tom, you shouldn't tell people about those things because it might reflect bad on the business. But although I use TikTok and other platforms as a promotional tool for the vehicles I'm selling, I've also used it to document the start and the progress of the businesses, which is what I'm going to do. So I'm going to tell people about the things which are not ideal as well. So this week, well, yesterday and the last couple of days, I've had a real tough time with two vehicles and I'm going to explain each one of them. So if you're here for a video about a new vehicle, switch off now because you're not going to want to listen to this. But I sold a van back in September to a gentleman. He called me a couple of weeks later. He said, Tom, the van's not running quite right. I'm not best pleased. I said, right, fine, no problem. Look, I'll answer the phone. I'll deal with the issues. It doesn't run right. I've tried changing the fuel filter myself and doing a couple of bits, but it's still not right. It needs to be looked at. I said, that's fine. Look, if I've sold you a vehicle that's not quite right, I'll deal with it. So anyway, I sent a truck down there to get it because he said he wouldn't run, brought it back, and the mechanic came around a quick look at it. He said, Tom, it's full of petrol. So it's a diesel vehicle full of petrol. Phone the customer up, says full of petrol. No, it's not. Well, it is. I've got video evidence here of fuel here being sucked out. It ignites. It's definitely petrol. Diesel doesn't ignite. Petrol does. No chance. I'm like, right, okay. Well, look, this is what I'm like now. And this is a valuable lesson for me as a business. So what I decided was the van had some snagging issues or issues that needed dealing with, which were my issue. And as a goodwill gesture, I thought, look, don't go around falling out with people. I'm very protective of the business. As a goodwill gesture, I will sort the fuel issue out. Suck the fuel out, change the fuel filter, which has already been changed once. Get the van running, give it back, tick, happy customer. But this is where I've learned now. What I should have done is turn that vehicle round and send it back. Because it's turned into one now. It's turned into this saga. So instead of me wanting to throw money at that fuel issue, because it wasn't as simple as drawing the fuel out and starting again, injector problems, fuel pump problem, all this. So because I didn't want to keep throwing money at the problem, it festered. It dragged on for way too long. And I hold my hands up. I let the situation drag on too long. I was getting stinky emails about I haven't done it. Anyway, the final nail in the coffin for me was I want all my money back, my consumer rights, blah, 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 blah. And this has been playing on my mind since September, yeah, going over and over, going home at night thinking about it. Am I going to get another email, even though I know I haven't done anything wrong? Yes, the van had some issues. Anyway, I decided yesterday I am going to refund the money because I let the situation get out of control, yeah? So I know these people are going to watch this video and so you should never have done that. You shouldn't have done that. You shouldn't have given them... I know, and I've learned. I should have spun it around, sent it back. It wasn't my issue. But having these emails, copying and pasting consumer rights and all that, they just weigh me down. The business can't have me not fully operational mentally. And my mental health is worth more than battling out with someone who's adamant they've done no wrong. So I've decided the money can go back. The van is just a paperweight at the moment. And on top of that, another vehicle I sold. So it was like, oh, Tom, you're telling everyone your vehicles are no good. It's not. But I sold another vehicle, which I haven't had assessed yet. But because of my mindset of that first deal and first one that has not been right, the people that own the van for 29 days, Tom, it's not running right. We've lost all confidence in it. And whether everyone's got a lawyer on their side these days, I don't know. Copy and paste, consumer rights, 30 days, But because I'm weak at the moment mentally because of what's happened, do you know what I did? And again, I've learned. So I'm thankful for these two situations. But what I did, I completely panicked. No problem. I'll get the van recovered. I'll bring it back. I'll give you all the money. I just don't want no drama. I'm sorry. Now, when I sit back and now I've agreed and the dust has settled and the fog has cleared, I'm thinking, why was I so hasty to do that? What I should have said is, listen, I will refund you the money if there's a mechanical issue within the first 30 days. But the van needs to be brought back to me. If my television breaks down or my laptop breaks down, I don't expect Currys to come and pick it up. I would take it back to the shop. So I would have refunded the money for the delivery and the vehicle if it'd been brought back. For all I know, it could have been driven through a swamp. I don't know. But, you know, mechanically wise, I haven't had it inspected yet and I don't know. But they've had their money back. The emails weren't harsh, but they were very as documented in the email, you agreed the van would be, and I'm like, look, I'm not a shark. I never have been. You know, I try and do things right. This is my business. It's my name above the door. I'm not going to go out and try and cut corners and do things unprofessionally for a quick buck. It's not me. I'd rather not make the money. So I've learned from these two situations. I've learned that I shouldn't have been goodwill gesture trying to fix someone else's problems. And the other situation, I should have offered to give the money back, yes, but under my terms, not just panic out of it. This week I've given thousands and thousands of pounds back for vehicles which are no good to me now. So for me, I've taken a massive hit. My wife said to me, Tom, you're probably not in the best state of mind to do this video because you even look tired. And it has worn me down this week. It's mentally drained me, physically, you know, lack of sleep, financially. But I've learned, and I've said in these videos, I'm always learning. I've learned how to handle these situations better in the future. It's given me another layer of armor now to deal with people. And it's a shame. It's a shame. Someone said to me yesterday, they don't think the small dealers like myself will live long in this world because unfortunately people expect everything and you know, for not a lot these days. And it's a shame. It's a real shame. And as an example, years and years and years ago, I paid a lot of money for a car. After a couple of weeks, it went bang. The gearbox went on it. It was a BMW X6. I paid way too much money for it. Got excited about owning it. It went bang. I didn't go back to the guy crying. Do you know why? Because it was 3 weeks later. He didn't know. He had no idea. It went wrong on me. And I'm not saying to people who buy vehicles off me, don't ring me if anything goes wrong, because I'm not. But the way people come at you these days is awful. It's real full on, you know, and I don't know, it puts you off a little bit. It does put you off, but I won't let it stop the business and I won't let it stop getting out of this situation now. So again, thank you for watching. I'm sorry the video's not about a nice shiny new vehicle, but there will be more of them to come. So thank you very much.